So, Tausif,
Yes, sir.
good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon, sir.
Okay, Tausif, will you please introduce yourself to the board?
Sir, my name is Thousif Ulla Khan. I was born and brought up in the Kolar district of Karnataka, from where I have done my schooling. I have done BE in Mechanical Engineering from Rashtriya Vidyalaya Engineering College of Bangalore, post which I have worked with Godrej and Voice for 2 years as assistant manager. Currently, I'm working as an assistant section officer in CSIR NGRI, National Geophysical Research Institute in Hyderabad, sir.
Right. So, you're from Kollar, Karnataka, right?
Yes, sir.
So, tell me, why did they stop mining gold in Kollar?
Sir, mining was stopped in Kolar in 2001 because the operational expenditure which was being incurred was much more than the revenue which they could get from the mines on the selling of gold. So, because of this reason, they stopped mining in Kolar, sir.
What is the current price of gold?
Sir, it is around 13,000 rupees per gram, if I can recall correctly.
Okay, with the President Trump tariffs, will the gold be impacted more?
Yes, sir, certainly it will be impacted. There are two reasons for it. Firstly, when the investors find it very uncertain in the global economic scenario, they find safe assets which give them better results, better returns, and gold is one of them. And secondly, to hedge against the economic slowdown, which will be there as a result of tariff war. So central banks will start to accumulate more gold, sir. So when there is more demand, the prices will increase.
Okay, you studied in Visvesvaraya University, right?
I studied in Rashtriya Vidyalaya College of Engineering in Bangalore, which was affiliated to Visvesvaraya
It
University.
was affiliated. Okay, so what is the contribution of Visvesvaraya to the country?
Visvesvaraya has contributed immensely to the planning and development of country. Particularly, if you talk about Karnataka in Mysore state as Diwan, he has contributed to the development of dams, drainage networks, and he has also started silk industries and sandal industry. And also in other states like Odisha and now the Jharkhand, he has contributed to the dam development. And currently in Hyderabad, where I'm working, he has also contributed to the city-wide planning of networks of water through the lakes which are present here.
So, Tausif, what interests you in civil aviation?
Sir, it was my experience it was my professional experience when I was working in Godrej. I was posted in Kochi Airport Development Project. There, I had close interactions with pilots and be it the staff and the aviation operations. So this kind of intrigued and created curiosity within me to pursue this interest, sir.
So, why did this Tejas in the air show crash?
Sir, the Tejas aircraft crash happened in Dubai when we were demonstrating an aerial acrobat. It was due to a negative G-force effect, sir. Negative G-force effect is when an aircraft is flying at a very low altitude and the aircraft is having very limited scope to return back from nose diving. So because of this, I presume that this is the reason, but official reports are not yet out, sir.
Okay, thank you, Tausif. Over to Atulji.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Tosif, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So, Tosif, Uniform Civil Code. How many states in India have Uniform Civil Code in place as of today?
Sir, as per my knowledge, Uttarakhand is having uniform civil code. I'm not sure about the other states, sir. I will have to look into it, sir.
Goa?
Yes, sir. Goa is having its own uniform civil code.
Okay. So, do you think the time is right now in India for the implementation of Uniform Civil Code? Yes or no? Why?
Sir, the time is not yet ripe, I feel, to implement uniform civil code because there is diversity among the customs and traditions of various communities being followed. And if we are having a blanket implementation of UCC, there is going to be retaliation from the communities. I feel we can proceed gradually, like one aspect at a time. If we go in this manner, I think it will be a successful implementation, sir. And at the same time, the rights of the tribals and women should be respected.
Okay. You use the word blanket retaliation. So when we're using certain words during the course of interview, one has to be circumspect about selection of words which we are responding to, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank
Coming
you,
on to
sir.
the next question. Russia-Ukraine war. What is the latest?
Sir, there are new recent news report that Russia has Ukraine has striked on the president's residence in Russia, and also there are strikes in Ukraine happening. And recent reports as of yesterday says that USA has also captured a Russian oil tanker which was operating on the Atlantic Ocean, sir.
So my question is, what is the latest on the Russia-Ukraine war?
Sir, can you please come back to the question?
What is the latest situation regarding the Russia-Ukraine war?
Sir, Russia is having continuous attacks in Ukraine, and it has also captured several regions like Donbass and other regions. And Ukraine is being supported by the NATO forces in terms of arms and finances. And this is what I know as of now, sir. I will read
Okay,
more on it.
no issue. It's something like, the efforts are on to broker peace there, and the US is willing to come forward its security guarantees for Ukraine, and UK and France, they have agreed to put their troops as the peacemaker in Ukraine. Okay?
Yes,
Moving
sir.
on to another dimension, you are a mechanical engineer.
Yes,
There
sir.
is a lot of noise about permanent magnets. What are they? What is their usage? And does India have a policy on permanent magnets?
Sir, permanent magnets are uh, materials which are used in induction motors or generators, which helps in driving them. These are basically made of rare earth elements. And China, in the recent past, has imposed uh, export restrictions of these permanent magnets because China is controlling 90% of the supply chain of permanent magnets. Looking at this stance, India has brought out a policy called as a critical mineral policy on permanent magnets recently. I may not be correct with the name, but we have a policy for rare earth magnets in which we are incentivizing producers to explore more in this domain, sir.
Okay, good. The another area where India and US are on a different platform is the issue of agricultural markets.
Yes, sir.
Why India is not allowing US agricultural products to come into Indian markets?
Sir, there are two reasons for that. The first reason is in USA, the agricultural produce is largely GM based, and they are having economies of scale in that. If we allow such products to come to Indian market, they will be traded at a very low level, which will reduce the income level for our farmers. And secondly, sir, there are also apprehensions that the dairy sector of USA, where the cattle are being fed with non-veg feed, which could hurt the cultural sentiments of people of India. So these two reasons I can draw, sir.
My last question, what is the difference between GM and GE crops?
Sir, genetically modified crops are such where the gene of a crop is modified, uh, where a foreign gene is being introduced. Whereas in GE crops, genetically edited crops, the gene is not introduced from a foreign source. The gene which is already present in that crop, it is edited so as to meet some parameters and requirements, sir.
So both of them are serving the same purpose. So why opposition to GM?
Sir, there is opposition to GM because, sir, I'll have to look into it, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thousif,
Yes, sir.
what is the meaning of word Thousif?
Sir, it means praiseworthy.
Praiseworthy. Thousif, your second option is Indian Foreign Service,
Yes, sir.
and you've done your mechanical engineering.
Yes, sir.
So, how a mechanical engineering student or how your mechanical engineering studies would be useful for foreign service?
Sir, we'll take a moment to gather my thoughts.
Yeah, please.
Sir, Sir, the core principles and the core principles and schemes which we have studied in mechanical engineering may not be of that useful as in foreign service when we are serving as a diplomat. But one aspect of mechanical engineering which I like the most can be helpful in foreign service is looking at any problem as a system in itself. If we are having, for example, let's say there is a generator or a turbine, and for that to operate effectively and efficiently, all the components should work in a synchronized manner. So looking at that perspective, I think in foreign service, I can use this knowledge. Like India's foreign policy should have multi-alignment purpose, like be it with terms of trade, security, or economic. And I feel that when these aspects work together in tandem, we can achieve the goal of Viksit Bharat, which our foreign policy in current regime is trying to achieve, sir.
Where did the G20 summit meeting of 2025 took place?
Sir, it was in Brazil.
2025.
Sorry, sir, it was in South Africa.
Was there any controversy?
Sorry, sir, I'll have to read about it. I'm not
where
sure.
Where the 2026 summit meeting of G20 is going to take place?
Sir, it is expected to be taking place in the United States of America.
Not expected. It is taking place in USA.
Okay, sorry, sir.
So, any controversy from the very beginning?
Sorry, sir, I'll have to read about it, sir. I'm not sure.
Okay. Where the BRICS summit of this year is going to take place?
Sir, 2026 BRICS summit is happening in India.
Which are the member countries?
BRICS has 11 member countries, sir. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Apart from that, we have Egypt, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Iran, Indonesia, and sir, one more member I'm
Okay,
forgetting.
no. Your interest in civil aviation sector, domestic. So
yes, sir.
how did this Indigo crisis took place, and what is the status as on today? And who are responsible for this crisis?
Sir, Indigo crisis took place in the first week of December when more than 2,000 flights of Indigo was cancelled. This was due to non-implementation or limited implementation of the flight pilots rest duty norms, which was notified in 2004 and was fully implemented from November 1. Indigo was less prepared since they control 63% of domestic share of aviation sector in India. They have more flights, and because of more flights, they have more pilots. So they took limited efforts to hire more pilots, which when the notifications were rolled out, they were having pilot shortages. And regarding, sir, the current status, the Director General of Civil Aviation has given them relaxation till February 10th to boost up their pilot recruitment and the facilities. And at the same time, there is a curtailment of 10% on flight operations, and that slot is being given to other flights like SpiceJet and Akasa. And regarding the responsibilities, sir, I feel, in my opinion, both the DGCA and the airline are equally responsible. Airline is responsible because they did not take steps to recruit the pilots on time, and DGCA, in its role as a regulator of civil aviation sector in India, is responsible because they took limited steps to check on the measures being taken by the Indigo, because they had 1.5 year time to hire pilots.
Recently, the Ashes is going on.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the result of Ashes as of now?
Sir, three initial tests were won by Australia. Fourth test was won by England. Sir, I'm not sure about the fifth test. I did not see the results, sir.
Okay. How do you see the single coach for all formats of game? Whether you say it is okay or you want different coaches for different formats of game?
Sir, from my understanding of cricket as a hobby and as an interest, I feel different having different coaches for different formats is a suitable approach, sir. Because a test person guiding players for T20, which demands altogether a different skill sets, will not be much feasible. So, in my opinion, having different coaches for different formats is well suited, sir.
So if you meet Gautam Gambhir, so please don't discuss with him about this aspect.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Good
Thank you, sir.
afternoon, Tausif,
Um,
sorry.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Your hobbies, I think it's cricket is your hobby.
Yes, sir.
Then what other hobbies do you have?
Sir, I did
Any
not
any
get you.
any other hobbies other than cricket?
Sir, in terms of sports, you're asking, or the one
No,
which
no. In
I'm.
terms of how you spend your leisure time, your own time, which are the activities you would like to spend your own time in?
I do jogging, sir, sometimes, but not that frequent. And apart from that, I like spending time with my family and friends.
Okay, jogging means do you go for long distance or it's only a regulation like you do a minimum distance and finish it, or are you trying for a marathon or something like that?
I'm not trying for marathon, sir. Just a brisk jog in the morning for half an hour. I do regularly on a regular basis.
What about movies and reading and all that? Do you see movies?
Movies I watch, sir, but not that frequent. And regarding reading books, I have read books. The last book I read was about the Sapiens and the Alchemist.
The Alchemist.
Yes, sir.
What did you like about that? Did you like the book?
Yes, sir. I like the book.
What did you like about it? What is its message?
Sir, its core message was that if you are destined for something, and then entire aspects of the universe will help you to achieve some that particular objective, no matter what the difficulties. It talks about persistence, determination, and dedication to follow that noble pursuit.
So you said if you are determined to get something, that means it is a bit deterministic in the sense of it's a bit of fatalism, or you can try for anything.
Sir, it has to be positive, and it has to be aligned with the value system and principles of one's own self. And if it is in aligned with our principles and values, I think it can be pursued, sir.
So when we say principles and values, if I say that the present generation, the younger generation of the present times are moving away from the core principles and values of the previous generations or the tradition, would you agree?
Sir, they are evolving from the value system which was held by the previous generation to a newer set of values, but they're not changing it in a drastic sense or in a drastic way. But they are having adopting it in an evolutionary manner, because now we are having an era of Gen Z and Gen Alpha who are digital natives, who are more exposed to intersectional views from across the world. So based on that, they are developing their own perspectives and values, sir.
Is it good or bad?
Sir, it is good, but at the same time, there has to be some regulation on the level of exposure which is being which they are being accounted for. So I think with proper regulation, it is good, sir.
By regulation, what do you mean?
By regulation means limited exposure and a curbing of harmful content, so that the youth should not get radicalized or cyberbullied. At the same time, the privacy of everyone should be protected on digital space. So I mean by these aspects, sir.
But you are going into censorship, which is against one of the main arguments against, I mean, the freedom. It is against freedom, no? Censorship. When you regulate something, you have the right to watch whatever you want. You are an adult. You have the right to watch whatever you want. So you are recommending censorship. Does it go
Sir,
together?
sir, the regulation I meant for people, for students, for children who are not yet adults, like how we had in Australia, social media a regulation for children below 16 years of age. But it was not for all the section, all age level. And at the same time, so the freedom of speech should follow the constitutional restrictions prescribed in under Article 19(2), which says that it should not be derogatory and it should not hurt public sentiments and public order.
Okay, so there has to be a balance between freedom and censorship. If can you put it that way? It'll be okay if I put it that way.
Yes, sir.
Recently, some new labor codes were labor code (COD) codes were approved by the government. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir. In 2025, recently, 4 labor codes were approved, which were introduced in 2020 and 2019.
Is there anything good about them, or is there anything bad about them?
Sir, there are more goods about. There are good about it. There are provisions which are good, like allowing women to work beyond official hours at the night with proper safety measures, and having proper timelines and procedures prescribed for labor union to go on strike so that the work is not disrupted. And retrenchment policy, the limit has been raised from 100 to 300, which will attract foreign investment into the country and prevents frequent disruption of work. So I think these aspects are in regard, and also the social security for gig workers, sir, who till now were not included in under any social security platforms. So I think these aspects are good about labor code, sir.
Can you say which are the negative ones, like which are considered or criticized as not being there in the new ones?
Sir, one aspect was about the strikes and hartals, strikes per se, wherein the labor unions were supposed to give 2 months of notice before going on a strike. So in that 2 months, there might be negotiations and also efforts from the employers to uh, dissuade the ongoing of strike. And the second thing, sir, which I feel should have been included in the labor codes was about menstrual leave, which the Karnataka government has also introduced recently. So these two aspects, sir.
I think you should read up on that. There are some other things like safeguards, workplace safety issues which are badly impacted. Then the thing concerning welfare boards, which are existent in some states and they are being taken over, and whether that is good or bad. Then occupational health issues seems to have got a backseat. But anyway, you have mentioned all the major ones. Okay, then one final question. One particular nation is trying to build a nuclear reactor in outer space. Do you know which nation it has announced its intention?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about it. I will read about it, sir.
Yeah, Russia says it will build a nuclear power plant on the moon by
Okay.
2036 or something. Anyway, all the best.
I will read
Thank you,
about it.
Thousif.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, Thousif.
Good afternoon, sir.
So you have mentioned in your DAF that you want to go for adventure tourism. What kind of adventure tourism you have tried in India?
Sir, I have been engaged in adventure tourism since 2021. I have been to places like Goa, hill stations like Munnar and Wayanad, and also beach areas like Goa, as I have mentioned earlier, and also to places like the rocky hills of our own district, Kolar, sir, where I have tried several activities like rock climbing or be it parasailing in Goa and things like this, sir.
Yeah. So you think in India there are some challenges in maybe regulation or safety issues that have restricted the growth of adventure tourism in India, given the diverse landscape that we have?
Yes, sir. India has a diverse landscape to promote adventure tourism, and at the same time, there have been recent cases where the travelers died because of safety lapses in some operating issues scenarios. If I can recollect correctly, it was in Rishikesh when a person was doing bungee jumping. The rope snapped and he got serious injuries. Last year also in Uttarakhand, a place is there where a couple was trying to do paragliding and they died because the instrument which they were using was outdated. So these are some cases, sir, which is hindering the growth. But at the same time, the government has also introduced the National Adventure Tourism Policy, wherein they are incentivizing state levels and the local operators to improve their safety levels and also to expand their operations in an efficient manner, sir.
Right. So one last question I have, that you have mentioned that you won a prize in essay related to monsoon, right?
Yes, sir.
So how La Nina affects monsoon in India?
Sir, meteorologists say that La Nina affects monsoon in a positive way. When there is a La Nina effect, monsoon rainfall is comparatively more vis-a-vis the La Nina, El Nino, which happened this year also, sir. Now we're having La Nina and monsoon were above average.
Okay. And what does La Nina actually mean? What does this term mean?
Sir, La Nina means the warming up of ocean in the central and eastern Pacific, which drives the moisture towards the Indian subcontinent. That moisture is brought to the Indian landmass through southwesterly winds, which flows from the intertropical convergence zones, bringing rainfall to the India, sir.
Yeah, no, so I was asking about La Nina. That means it's basically little girl. That's what I was asking, the exact meaning. It's Spanish word.
Okay.
So, right, you should go to look at it. El Nino, La Nina, all
Okay,
this.
sir.
Many times this Spanish words, what is the meaning? Right.
Okay,
So
sir.
just that's all. Be confident. I think when you're answering, you get little, like this, feel lack of confidence. But I think you're answering well. You should work
Yes,
upon
sir.
that. Just
Yeah, sure, sir.
over to you, sir. Sandeep.
Thank you, Mr. Gaurav. So, Thousif, how do you think the session went today?
Sir, I think the session was good. I could have answered in a better way for some questions asked like adventure tourism or some questions which I was not able to answer because of my limited knowledge, sir. I will work upon that, sir.
See, we are not testing knowledge here, we're testing personality.
Okay.
On that score, how do you think it went?
Sir, I think I did pretty much compared to my previous mocks. But as sir has pointed out, and it was also told to me in the previous mocks also, that I sound and look a little less confident when I'm answering questions. I'm doing mirror practice and I'm interacting with friends. I'll work on that as well, sir.
Okay. So maybe you look a little bit more serious, So you
Okay.
can relax in your mind a bit.
Okay.
It's a conversation. Approach it as a conversation. If
Okay.
you approach it as an interview, you'll have too many things working in your mind.
Okay.
Relax the mind. It's a mind game. You win it through the mind.
Okay, sir.
Okay, smile a bit. Look and speak confident. Control
Okay,
your
sir.
speed, and you do very well. Okay, good luck.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Tosif, the chairman sir has already pointed out. Just keep track of those things and it will be really nice. Okay?
Sure, sir.
Yeah, Tosi, from my side, just the mechanical engineering for as you are IAS officer or IPS or IFS, just get some answer or rephrase your answer. Okay.
Sure, sir. I will work on that answer.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Tausif, you're doing really well.
Yes,
Some
sir.
of
Thank you, sir.
the things which you can improve upon have already been pointed out. Current
sir.
affairs, you need to maybe slightly be up to date. And
Sure,
again, take some time in answering. Come out a bit more slowly. It will gain you more time. Maybe you can cut off one question at the end altogether because you can take up that time. Okay,
Okay,
all
sir.
the best.
Thank you, sir.